Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about a variety of topics, but this first topic, production for Tesla, is starting to ramp up. So if you've got a pending Tesla order, pending Tesla delivery, and you don't have a date yet, there could be a moment here where there could be two reasons why Tesla, there's obviously reasons why they're actually doing this. Demand is off of the chart. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And we do have a giveaway running on the channel right now. If you want to win one of 3 Tesla robots, there is a free giveaway. Unlimited entries are allowed, and it's got like less than a week now at this point to jump in and get into the giveaway where we'll pick the 3 winners. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. And so if you've got a pending Tesla order right now, you might have noticed that delivery dates are getting pushed out a little bit, or you might not actually have like an estimated delivery date or whatever. But we've got a nice source that says that production is starting to ramp up. I'll show you some of the visual and video evidence in just a second. So this is an interesting moment because this just happened like a day ago. And so, Tesla, yes, it does take them pretty quickly to produce a vehicle. And of course, the factories are in America. And so from production to actually shipping to dealerships, this is going to be a very crazy, or not dealerships, Tesla stores. This is going to be a crazy end of quarter, end of September. And so I would imagine you still have a little bit of time if you're looking to place an order. In fact, if I go to like tesla.com right now, I'm curious, does it actually still continue to say September? And is Tesla really committed to? Yes, it does. It says September 2025. I bet they are super committed to try and get everyone and anyone a delivery by the end of the month. And because if you take a look at it, September 9th or September 10th, we still have like 3 weeks left. So that's a good amount of time for Tesla to produce all these Tesla vehicles, ship them and everything so that everybody can get the $7,500 federal tax credit. And so if you're looking to place an order, don't forget about using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already getting full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code down below does support the channel. So thank you for that for everyone. And so here is the video proof. If you guys don't know who Joe Tegemeyer is, I think I said that right. He does drone flybys at the Giga Texas factory. And at the beginning of his latest video, you can see here, he actually says that Tesla is moving from a 4-day production work week to a 5-day production. And he also says and gives you visual proof that the Model Ys are getting produced on this 5th day. Let's take a look.
Update video. For today, I want to give you some updates that happened over the weekend, and I think you're going to want to hear these.
Well, guess what, everybody? I'm back here at Giga Texas, but this is very different. I'm here on a Saturday, which is normally not a production day. Now, there's usually some parts of the factory that are operational, whether it be like in the casting machine section, maybe in the headquarters area, maybe doing some work over in the stamping, doing maintenance, testing, training, that kind of thing. But today is special because there is production going on, which is very rare. And they're producing Model Ys because the demand is actually through the roof during this time of the quarter.
Let's take a look at this. There's 5 Model Ys here, of course, or maybe like 5 Model Ys here, and maybe this is early morning, but Tesla realizes the demand. Yeah, 7:55 a.m. Tesla realizes the demand, and this is giving them a good 3 weeks at this point to try and push deliveries, push productions to get everyone and anyone into a Tesla vehicle. And so I would imagine if you've got a pending order, or even if you're about to, if you decided you just want to order today, like I was talking to a friend that it is kind of getting close, but at the same time, I feel like even if Tesla can't deliver them by September 30th, they're going to have something in their back pocket to extend the 7,500. They just don't want to say anything at the moment because they want people to take delivery by the end of the quarter to juice as many sales and everything by the end of the month. And so if you're looking to getting to a new Tesla, I know a lot of you out there want the best deal in terms of incentives and discounts and everything, but also if you don't want to watch all of our different videos, we've got a deal checklist, ultimate deal checklist, so that you can ensure to get all the different discounts and incentives before picking up your vehicle. Definitely check it out, link down below in the description. 17 steps to save you thousands. Use promo code YouTube to save 40%. The first 50 people get 40% off our checklist down below in the description, and purchasing it does support the channel as well. And so can't wait to see these numbers start to get driven up, depending on, especially for like California. And even I Googled I searched the Texas market, and even Texas in all deliverable zip codes around Austin is also showing only 2 available. And so yesterday we did show like the Florida market has a ton, but California, there's a lot of demand, and also Texas, I guess so, there's also a lot of demand as well. And so I'm curious, like, what zip codes are you out there, and are you all seeing like a ton of Model Ys in inventory? I'm hearing like random markets have a ton, but of course our market and also the Texas market doesn't really have a ton at all either. So let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. And we do, as another reminder, we do have a giveaway that's running on the channel right now. So if you want to win one of 3 Tesla robots right here that I'm going to ship personally to 3 winners, definitely check out the Gleam giveaway. I'll put it in the comments and in the live stream chat. I'll put it right there so you can sign up. It's free to enter. Multiple entries are allowed and everything. Seawall, thanks for coming in. Blueberry, thanks for coming in as well. I'm so upset right now. I just got a new laptop and I already broke the touchscreen. I'm looking for a new one right now. Ooh, sorry to hear about that, Blueberry. The one hack I have for that, well, I guess it's already too late at this point, but well, actually maybe not. Did you potentially use American Express to purchase it? Because they do have like accidental damage, or I think it's lost, depending on what card you actually use. And then I try and buy as many electronics that we have through Best Buy, because we have like the Best Buy Total membership. You pay yearly, I think it's like 100 and something, but it protects everything through accidental that you buy from Best Buy for electronics. So not necessarily a hack, but just a tip there for that. Seems to be plenty in the South Mountain. Interesting. So I guess like that market, I mean, it's almost like, do you produce them or do you just move the vehicles? I guess producing is just you get to put more vehicles out there on the road, and I guess they could convert them for other things and things like that in terms of other uses like robotaxi or whichever. In this next topic, the federal tax credit expires in 3 weeks. Tesla has announced about a new, not the new incentive, but is trying to get people to try and transact quicker than sooner, because the $7,500 federal tax credit for electric vehicle is ending in 3 weeks. So it's kind of interesting that, like, yes, they have a lot of demand, but at the same time, they're still hyping this messaging. But of course, a lot of these different things are pre-planned in terms of what they're actually saying. But there is one thing that I thought was very interesting going through the fine print here, and I'll tell you in a second. So first one, $7,500 federal tax credit, Cybertruck, Model 3, and Model Y, even though, of course, S and X do qualify as well if you're doing a lease. But if you look at the fine print, here's what it actually says, quote, taking delivery by September 30th, 2025 is the surest way to secure the credit at point of sale. I like how they said the word surest way, not like the only way or not the way. They said surest way. So this does leave us, I mean, at least to me and how I read it, maybe there's a little bit of room to say that maybe there could be some sort of guidance released from Tesla, because now that the IRS has already released guidance, we could easily see some sort of potential binding agreement, whichever, to give us a little bit more breathing room and everything. Now, the one thing's for sure, there's plenty of incentives out there for Tesla vehicles. And so if you're going to be ordering a Tesla vehicle and wanting to be getting on the list of ordering a Tesla vehicle, just to put your name on there with a non-refundable $250 deposit, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, or even $250 off on a Tesla vehicle as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Oh, no, through eBay? Oh yeah, eBay doesn't have protection right unless you pay for it. Vegas Tesla family, thanks for coming in. Mega Block, yeah, I need to like look into it more, because I saw all the different hype on it, the posts and all that stuff, but I guess it's more so for sustainability of like the grid and things like that. I guess like, I don't know, it's not a vehicle to me, so I'm like, oh, that's cool, but yeah, I don't know. Truffle, I'm waiting for Hardware 5 lifetime free supercharging and 0% APR. I mean, we could easily see 2 of those things, I think, in Q4. I'm not sure we'll see Hardware 5 in Q4 though, but definitely 0%. I mean, Tesla will have to subsidize it and maybe price increase it and then give us 0%, especially with free supercharging as well. I think we will start to see like this Lux packaging being applied to more and more vehicles. In this next topic, Model S prices are crashing. I had no idea you can get a Model S for this inexpensive. I mean, actually, I would say this is cheap. And shout out to Cheap Teslas for finding and securing this deal. This is a Model S, a 2021 Model S refresh for $20,000, exactly $20,775. But that does use the $4,000 used EV tax credit, and you have to be eligible for that. But the price of it was actually $24,775. Now, before we get all excited, this is I was almost thinking about buying this because of just like how it would be fun to have like a really heavy ride of a Model S. I mean, I've had this one in 2022, and Model S is a fantastic vehicle in terms of comfortability and everything. It's a 2021 Model S long range refresh, redwood black interior, 145,000 miles. So definitely no battery warranty, definitely none of that. Bumper to bumper warranty, clean title, 1 order, minor damage accident reported, base autopilot, hardware 3, Ryzen chip, and actually no, I take that back. It has 5,000 miles of the battery warranty and drive unit warranty intact. So I mean, hey, you might be able to get like a new battery if you can prove to Tesla that the battery is shot and everything. So this got me thinking, like, how much has Model S prices actually crashed, and like what's the cheapest, most inexpensive refresh next to that one? Because the refresh did happen around like 2021 to 2022, and maybe I would probably only stick with like a 2022, because maybe, you know, usually you want to stick to that like 1 year after the new one actually comes out. But yeah, look at this, $35,000, $36,000. The prices are definitely coming down a ton for a lot of these Model S's. So my question to you is, would you buy and have one of these Model S's over like a Model 3, for instance? That's a lot of money for the vehicle, and especially if you get like a warranty with it as well. Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're gonna lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. Harry, thanks for coming in. I love the channel. No, thank you, Harry. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. We do have a giveaway running on the channel right now. I posted in the live stream chat. It's we're giving away 3 of these Tesla robots free to enter, and we've got 1 week left in the giveaway, or less than a week actually. Vegas, I imagine Tesla offers the Lux package as an add-on for any vehicle in the future. I mean, that's giving them a lot of leeway. I think they're going to make it a force add-on for all vehicles too, because if you think about it, they've got a lot of different value adds like free supercharging that they could push on, a lot of these different like service warranties and everything, full self-driving. I think that's going to be included with every vehicle, especially now that Elon's pay plan says 10 million full self-driving subscriptions, or whichever the case may be. I think they're going to make it as a standard feature, because you got to remember, at one point enhanced autopilot and autopilot was a paid feature, and then now it's standard. So I think the dominoes, and then it becomes like, oh, full self-driving full self-driving supervised is free, but if you want super unsupervised, it's going to cost you like 100, 200. I think actually, like, long term, now that I'm thinking about it, like probably could be happening in the not near future, but in the future. Frank, welcome. No, thank you. Thanks for dropping in. IT, be curious to see how the new iPhone 17 with Bluetooth 6 and Wi-Fi 7, as well as the Apple Watches, will function with the Tesla app. That's a good point, because usually when this stuff happens like this, it takes a little bit for them to iron out the the bugs. And like, I remember a time when like the iPhone wouldn't sync well with the Tesla app. Now it's like perfect in the car and everything, but there could be that early transition. It's always like a little funky for sure. Blueberry, 20K, what a steal. I really want the X, but I can't get it. Yeah, 20K, definitely a steal. And for the most part, these are good in terms of like issues, but it's also a Model S. And so Model S's could have like gremlins, like the door handles might not pop out, or you still have like a more fancier air suspension and everything like that. Would I buy this over like a Model 3? It depends. If you're a first time Tesla owner and you're getting into the space, I would probably stay away from it, because if you're a seasoned Tesla owner and you know what you're getting into, it's your second or third one, then yeah, I could be I'd be more comfortable recommending to you. Most people, I would say, just get a brand new one. You get warranty. If anything goes wrong, you can just go to Tesla and have them fix it for all these different things. And so if you're looking to order one, as the title says, production is ramping up, as seen from Joe's drone video over Giga Texas. So I would say this is probably, I keep saying this is your last chance to get your order in, but at this point, with 3 weeks left in the month, I would say this is probably your last chance. And if there's anybody out there that has pending delivery yet that wants full self-driving for half off, definitely send me an Instagram DM so I can point you in the right direction. Blueberry, ever since the Cybertruck came out, it took the #1 place for the X for my favorite. Yeah, Cybertruck is sick. And once if you haven't been out there and done like a 1 day or 2 day test drive, I would definitely recommend that for Cybertruck. Pablo, Dennis, is it worth it leasing your pre-owned 2021 Model Y? It depends. Like, do you qualify for the $4,000 used EV tax credit? If you don't, then yeah, maybe. Like, what's your needs? A lot of the leases that are cool are like 1 to 2 years, which could be perfect for someone depending on your situation and everything. Or a brand new one might be double the price, but then you don't have to worry about like maintenance, or sorry, not maintenance. You have to worry about like issues if anything were to rise, because some of those used leases, they're pretty high up there in mileage, and so I don't know if I would lease one of those. IT, might as well include the Tesla OS with the new Apple devices as well, especially over the air infotainment systems. Yeah, 100%. Anonymous, new to Tesla and I love it. Can you explain the 20% rule for the safety score? I'm confused on that part. I think it's like you shouldn't be speeding over 20%, right? Like you should be under like 85 miles an hour. Not exactly sure. Tesla 54, thanks for coming in. Picked up my Model 3 on Performance on Sunday, and I love it. Very happy. Nice, Tesla 54, because you've been watching us for a bit now, and it's taken months. And so congrats on your first Tesla, and enjoy the experience and everything. Model 3 Performance is a heavy ride, very nice ride, and congrats. Enjoy it in good health. How to record a future series on YouTube TV? Peter, no idea actually. If you haven't ordered one yet, you will think it's the best last day to order and get the tax credit. Y3. Pachulo, thanks for coming in. It depends. Like Model 3, I bet you have more time, because there's certainly more inventory depending on what's out there. And but Model Y, I would say maybe wait, I would say make your decision by the end of this week to get your order in. And of course, if you're looking to be placing an order, if any of you are out there looking to be placing an order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. But it's also kind of interesting, like Tesla's ramping up production here and adding a 5th day to Giga Texas. And I mean, you know, the big companies, big production lines like this, they're not going to do this and then like, I mean, they could, but you know, maybe they're expecting a lot of this demand to carry into September, October, which could mean binding contracts for everybody for the 7,500. So I really feel like that's going to be something that happens. Like this natural fear of the 7,500 ending is getting a lot of orders in, but it also is like having them try and figure out, hey, like how can we push this and get people to, you know, now that IRS has given us a way to extend deliveries into October, I really feel like that is something they're going to figure out. All the different manufacturers are, but they don't want to release it by the end before quarter three ends, because they still want deliveries in quarter threes for their numbers and everything. In this next topic, last call, you can get 30% back on your taxes, massive savings actually, and massive savings if you get solar. If you live in a high cost of living state, California, and you have an electric vehicle, this should really be your next step because it is a no-brainer. But we talk about the electric vehicle tax credit a ton, but don't forget about the 30% federal solar tax credit. And it's actually much more substantial because usually these solar systems, they're in the tens to $20,000. And when it's 30%, it actually is 30%. So if you're spending $30K on a solar system that you can finance, you're getting $10,000 back on your taxes. Now you might say like, oh, well, I'm not going to be paying that much tax in 1 year. Well, the cool thing with this is that you can carry over to the next year. I know this because I went through the same exact process. I went and quoted 10 different companies out there, you know, to make sure I got the good dollar for kilowatt solar panel and everything. But I didn't realize that you have to have your solar system fully installed and operational by December 31st of 2025. So you're pretty much in a massive crunch time at this point. So if you're out there in the Southern California area, if you want a good solar company that I did extensive research, send me a DM on Instagram with your email and I'll put you in touch with them so that you can get a great dentist deal as well. But if you're out there anywhere else in the country, like you might be learning to the limit as well to get your solar, especially now that you can get like panels plus a battery. It might not be worth it in every single state, but still I would do the math and maybe even ask like ChatGPT to see if it's like a good savings cost and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there. 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone, and 3W gave us a high exclusive promo code Dennis35 for 35% off. So if you're looking for a floor mat with lifetime warranty, great fitment, and we've got it on all of our Teslas, definitely check it out, link down below to save some money and of course support the channel as well. Production increase, but tax credit disappearing. Supreme, exactly. So it's got me thinking, like, if they, you know, of course they have to fulfill these orders, but at the same time, if they see the spike in demand, like maybe there is, because it takes time. Like we've got 3 weeks left in September, and Tesla, I mean, can probably produce and deliver a vehicle that, you know, it probably takes 1 to 2 weeks. And so what does that mean for the 3rd week? Or does this mean it's going to be going further into October as well? Mission, thanks for coming in. I'm still waiting on possible CT incentives. I still have the same inventory numbers. I don't think it's going to change for a Cybertruck. I think this is it in terms of all incentives. And if anything, we talked about this yesterday, if anything, we might start to see some inventory discounts, like further, like small discounts or even like option credits. But option credits is going to be like a one-on-one basis with like the Tesla advisors in the store to get people to try and get orders and everything. Is the SD card or USB for Sentry mode in the glove box? It's actually good enough in my opinion. Now, of course, there's other people that want like 2 terabytes. I mean, I think like whatever it comes with it is fine. You can just always format it if you are looking to need more storage. Where's the dog? He's actually over here sleeping, and it's almost food time for him actually. Your friend Cole, has anyone talked to any Tesla reps about the whole contract thing that was put out? Tesla reps aren't going to know anything about that. It's over there, you know, not I was gonna say like over their pay grade or something, but usually they just get bulletins, and maybe they read them, maybe they don't. It's just like any corporate type of structure or whichever. And as soon as they know, we will also know as well, because it will get posted everywhere, as Tesla will try and hype it to get more orders in, and they'll probably release it like. If I had to guess, maybe it's going to be September 22nd. I mean, I guess let's take a look at, they usually like to release things on Thursdays. And actually, September 25th is kind of the perfect day for them to release any sort of thing regarding the IRS, because, that still gives them enough time for that weekend to get in some more orders. And I mean, hopefully that won't mean a lot of people will push into October. People will still want their vehicle and everything. Rainy day on delivery and didn't see the paint chips in the rain. Well, I mean, it's a used vehicle, so it's going to have some sort of, it's not going to be like nice and everything, but get paint corrected or get those paint things fixed with like a nice detailer. Ryan, will the Tesla Model Y Performance 2025 be listed in the US before September 30th? Is the extra worth it over the long range plus boost? Ryan, we have no idea on the pricing. I would say probably not, because I think it's going to be like a high 50s without the tax credit, or even higher than that. Now, maybe like even they could go to like 64, 65, and I still feel like people would still buy it, because if it has a tax credit. And is it worth it? No, not really, because like acceleration boost is like 2,000, and I would feel like you could do a lot more with that and save the $8,000 to $10,000 and do other things as well, like maybe even trade in your wheels to Unplugged Performance, or their wheel trading program, linked down below. You can be anywhere in the country to do that and get $1,000 for a set of wheels. Like I would probably rather go for like the RW wheels that are fantastic looking and give you more efficiency as well, over like any sort of performance wheel that can come out there, because RW, I could go square setup and do rotating and rotate the tires, whereas, or I think I can go square setup, and the performance, definitely not. And so you're gonna be paying more for tires. Rick, joining late, but I would go back and watch the start. The new Mega Pack may further incentivize faster rollout of superchargers due to energy arbitrage revenues that they can earn. Yeah, I mean, Tesla's going hard with superchargers. Like I just got another notice, another one popped up, so really cool. Do you recommend Tesla Insurance? Anonymous? Yeah, I would say so. It's the low cost leader. Next to that, it's going to be Costco, and that's it actually. And Walbanisa for California. But now that Costco, I know, is back in California, well, I would say Costco overall. Tesla 54, I love your dog. No, thank you. And he's just napping right now. Griff, I just got a Tesla with white interior. I have looked online at the stickers that you can put over the sliding doors on the console to protect it. Are these difficult to remove? Does the adhesive harm the console? Over the sliding doors on the console to protect it? I actually don't know. I feel like it's, I don't know if I would buy that. But the one thing I would do with white interior, I would definitely get it ceramic coated, because it makes it super easy to clean. And if you guys are looking for recommendations, if you're in Southern California, we actually have 3 shops that we recommend. We've got 24K Shine, who has worked on all of our different vehicles, also just worked on our Cybertruck as well. We got OC Tint Solutions that does tint and everything as well. You can ask for the dentist deal at both of those shops, and or even Unplugged Performance. They have a dentist deal if you're in the Los Angeles area. You can fill out that form right now and get the dentist deal as well for your Tesla vehicle. Well worth it to protect your vehicle, get tint. I mean, as a minimum, I would say get tints, well, depending on where you're at. Like if you're not in a sunny area, then maybe not, but I mean, still has like UV protection and everything. But you could do like tint. I always get tint, and I always get ceramic coating unless I'm wrapping it, then it's a different story. Joshua, vehicles are perfect for putting into the robotaxi network. Yeah, 100% actually. It's because then you don't necessarily care about like the usage of it or whichever. Nag, thanks for coming in. Hudson, is there any downside to doing a new Tesla now and the full self-driving from hardware 3 to hardware 4? Any reason to sit tight with the hardware 3? Assume cost of depreciation isn't a factor? No, I would just transfer it ASAP. Like if you're already buying a Tesla and I guess your decision is transferring the full self-driving or not, I would 100% transfer and get out of the old Tesla vehicles. Tesla chargers are simply amazing, especially the newer ones. Joshua, yeah, 100%. We were at a V4 cabinet today, and 325 is what they're locked at kilowatts. But one day those will be 500, and who knows how fast they could actually be in everything. In this next topic, you might have just bought your Tesla and you're wondering like, where can I charge this? And if you cannot have a home charger or level 2 charger at your home or work, I would typically say do not buy a Tesla. But if you've got extra time and everything, there's actually a way to get free charging depending on where you're at. And I'll give you the steps on how to find free level 2 chargers. So to give you some frame of reference, level 2 is like 25 to 35 miles an hour. And you do have to hunt for these, whichever. This was inspired by this Atlanta man that charges his electric vehicles for free, and basically says in the Atlanta area, there are some public utility ones or at like city halls, town halls, or whichever that will give you free level 2 chargers. Now, do remember, level 2, you're going to be there for hours, so you do have to combine it with like a lot of different errands, not just like one store, but like sitting there and doing a lot to actually do that. But here is the cool map and app here. I actually download PlugShare. I have it on my phone, and it actually shows you can filter it by level 2, whether it's the J1772 plug or Tesla. It's a cool app. It's kind of like Yelp, but for charging stations, and you can filter it down to free chargers. I'll commonly, if I know I'm going to be at an area for a long period of time, I'll do like a little search and map. And what's really cool, if it's free, it's got like a different icon in it as well. So it's kind of good to do a little bit of research and see like what areas, because you never know, maybe there is one at like your gym or a restaurant you frequent that could get you, a little bit of a 10 to 20, 30 miles while you're at your restaurant. So not sponsored or anything by PlugShare, but a really good crowdsource app that you can download and everything. Tesla is probably working on this, or they are working on it, but it's not been released for the US yet. They released MultiPass for the nerds out there. MultiPass is a way to just use your card key, your Tesla card key, which is really cool, to scan and activate the chargers that are out there. It's only available in the Netherlands right now, but this will surely come to the US very, very, very soon. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but the one thing's for sure, if you're about to buy a Tesla, don't forget about all-weather floor mats, because your Tesla is definitely not going to be coming with these. So if you want to get 35% off a great set, lifetime warranty, we've got it in all of our Teslas. Definitely check it out. 3W all-weather floor mats down below in the description. Use promo code Dennis35 down below to get a fat discount, and of course support the channel. So thank you to everybody that's done that down below in the description. Hudson hardware doesn't come out until mid-2026 yet. It's going to be a while for that. Everyone, please hit the like button for Dennis. Thank you, Tesla54. Mission, waiting on possible incentive changes for used chopper truck inventory. Tomorrow, I'll be looking into a couple of demo modules. One CT had a deer accident by a demo driver. What should I look out for? Ooh, I would stay away from any sort of accidents like that because it's already kind of, cyber trucks, the build quality can be very all over the place with wavy panels, alignments, and everything, because it's a tougher metal vehicle. So if there's one that's been an accident, I guess it could be in a better shape, but I don't know. I would really try and look that through a fine tooth comb and everything. But the best deal right now is 0% with full self-driving with the Cybertruck. And if you're looking to get full self-driving for half off, send me a DM on Instagram so I can point you in the right direction. Tesla54, Dennis, can they ceramic coat over chips or hood, car, and bumper? They can, but you probably want to get it touched up first before you actually do any of that, because ceramic coat is a clear, it's not wax, because wax, I was talking to 24K Shine, wax, it's commonly said that ceramic coating is just a stronger wax, and I used to say that as well, but wax burns off at some degree, like 150, 300 degrees, which, your car could get that hot, direct sun, but ceramic coating doesn't burn off to 900 degrees or something like that. And so saying it's a stronger wax is not really doing it a lot of justice there. Adeline, is it worth to get more than 2 windows tinted if you're leasing? It's a good point. Yeah. And actually, he told me that he does this, but I forgot to talk about it. But if you get your tints done at 24K Shine and it's a lease vehicle, he'll take it off your vehicle for free as included within the price. So definitely send him a DM and ask for the Dennis deal as well. 2 windows tinted if you're leasing, yeah, sure, why not? Ceramic for the interior, yes. Truffle shuffle, you can put it on the inside of the seats, and it makes the white seats very, very, very easy to clean. Randy, a Tesla salesperson online, told me you need to have possession of your car before September 30th. As of now, you basically need to have the car in your possession by then for the 7,500. Yes, I would say so. As how it stands, even though the IRS has said one thing, Tesla hasn't released any sort of guidance, and so they probably don't want to be on the hook. Actually, now that this comes into my head, what might actually happen, because they did release this email talking about this securing the 7,500 federal tax credit, and I'm just writing this thought down because it actually makes a ton of sense. I think what they're basically saying, because if you take a look at the fine print, They're saying, quote, taking delivery by September 30th of 2025 is the surest way to secure the credit at point of sale. I could easily see something to the effect of this. Tesla on September 25th or whichever says, hey, guess what, guys? If you've got a deposit, if you're in queue for an order, great news, you can get the $7,500 federal tax credit. But we're not going to be able to give it to you at point of sale. You're going to have to go file for it on your taxes and kind of figure it out that way. And so it's not saying, hey, you're losing it, but it's also just saying we're not going to be able to put it as point of sale, because before the point of sale happened, it used to be that where you had to file for your taxes and get the $7,500 when you filed for your taxes in April. So I bet that is exactly what is going to happen. None of these manufacturers want to be on the hook for the $7,500. I bet it is going to be all on the consumers to get the $7,500 when you file for your taxes. And so I think that's what's actually going to happen. And maybe we'll talk about it for sure. 3W is promoting hard with YouTubers. I actually have been with 3W. We've had all of their different floor mats from all of our Tesla vehicles for a while now. So it's not just like an overnight thing. Griff, Center console wraps available at Tesbros. Worth it? Can they be removed? Yes, it's basically just 3M. And of course, we do have a Tesbros discount link down below in the description as well. Tesbros, like if you're looking to do paint protection film yourself and save a bunch of money and do it yourself, and they also have colored paint protection film, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description for our Tesbros discount link and everything. George just got the all-wheel drive Cybertruck with the Cyber wheels and white interior. Lease, so I don't qualify for the tax credit. Do you think I should keep the CT or just lease it and upgrade in 2 years? Maybe just lease it and then upgrade it, especially if you're like writing off the lease payment or something like that. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the